Mad Wolf here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Wolfenstein. The one that came out in 2009. Because, truth be told, there's been several Wolfensteins. So, this game, after several years, we finally got a sequel to Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which I had just done a video on. But this time, BJ has nothing to do with Castle Wolfenstein. He is not escaping from no Nazi castle or anything like that. This time, he has been sent in undercover to the German town of Eisenstadt to try to help the German resistance fight the Nazis. What are they doing? They're uncovering some kind of Lovecraftian muckety-muck to kind of serve their war effort. Now, when I say Lovecraftian, I don't literally mean BJ's taking the fight to Cthulhu or Dagon or anything from the Cthulhu mythos. What I mean by Lovecraftian is that this game seems to draw a lot of inspiration from Lovecraft. There's alternate dimensions, there's these creatures that have freaking unfathomable powers, and it makes us feel like insects in comparison. It's bringing the dead back to life. There are these characters that seem to know everything of what's going on. I'm looking at you, General Zeta, you creepy Nazi douchebag.
This town of yours, Eisenstadt, it's unlucky. I can feel it. Something very bad is going to happen, I just know it.
And ultimately, yeah, eventually in the game you find out that there's more creatures going on than just fighting the Nazis or fighting zombies. So to me, it feels very much like they were trying to get some inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft's writings. In a way, I kind of feel this is exactly the same thing like Resident Evil 4 did. That opening village kind of felt like Shadow over Innsmouth. Silent Hill kind of felt Lovecraftian. So that's what I mean about Lovecraft. Lovecraftian Wolfenstein. So one of the things that's actually pretty cool about this game is it feels like you're actually in the city Eisenstadt. And by that, I mean basically the city is a couple of hub environments. And you'll be going around fighting the Nazis, helping the German resistance soldiers on the way. And that is how you get to levels. You jump on the back of trucks, you go in an elevator shaft to go down, you go to the front doors of a hospital or a bar, and that is what triggers the level to actually start. So it really does feel like you're kind of more exploring a city, that you are kind of working undercover with the resistance while trying to fight the bad guys. Unfortunately, this is kind of a double-edged sword, as the levels are actually really good, but unfortunately there's a little replayability unless you want to restart the entire game. I really wish that there was maybe side missions or something where you get to revisit the levels or explore like a new tunnel or something, fight new enemies or monsters. And unfortunately, it's something Wolfenstein 2009 does not really capitalize on. The hub world is really the only thing you constantly visit. So, playing the cannery, playing the hospital, playing, even the opening train level, it's really good and really fun. But if you want to go back and explore those levels even more, unfortunately, that option just simply is not there. That's really what I mean by a double-edged sword.
Now that the Nazis are hunting for you, you'd better use hidden routes through the city. The rooftops and sewers are both good ways to travel unseen. The sewers used to be the safest way to move, but lately agents have been getting attacked down there by God knows what. Or you can go by rooftop. Just be aware of snipers, and watch your step.
So you remember in Return to Castle Wolfenstein for PS2 where I was saying you can find these secrets and the golds and you can use them to upgrade your special, like your ammo and your health and stuff. Well, in all three versions of Wolfenstein 09, you can do this. If you go around the town, you find the secrets, you can use the money to upgrade your weapons at the black market. You can even find crystals and tomes of power and stuff to upgrade your special abilities, which you unlock further into the game, which makes the game much more interesting to play, in my opinion, and really fun, because when you start off, you're just a simple American soldier guy, and then you turn into pretty much an unstoppable juggernaut of death. Juggernaut of death. Yes, Whisper. So I don't know if you guys have played the original Wolfensteins or even Return to Castle Wolfenstein, despite me recommending it. But if there's any gripe that I do have to do about Wolfenstein 09, you remember the friggin' like pistols and the knives and the chain gun of Return to Castle Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein 3D? Yeah, they're not here. You could put a frickin' bayonet on a rifle, but really that's it. As far as the chain gun, it's pretty much been replaced with like BFGs and like plasmas and, you know, that's that kind of deal. And I don't know, I get in Return to Castle Wolfenstein, it's kind of a secret weapon thing, but yeah, the fact that there's no chain gun in here, it's kind of weird, because that's been an id staple. You know, it's been in Quake, it's been in Doom, been in Wolfenstein, it's been in Rage, you know, the first Rage game, so it's kind of weird that it's not here. Another gripe that I have to make is to get this on PC can be expensive. It can be like almost the price of a brand new game. It's like $50 on eBay. That's how much I had to pay for mine a few years ago. The game is unfortunately not on Steam or GOG. I really wish that Valve or GOG would actually rectify this. But yeah, so it looks like eBay is really like your only option if you want to get it for PC. As far as the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, much more affordable. If you can find this game for a decent price, I recommend it. It is pretty fun. It is a good sequel to Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and I do think that it did do the series justice. And one of the best things about the ports, you may not even realize it, this is the PS3 version. It doesn't really look that different from the PC version. They're almost identical, which is actually really cool. So once again, if you can find a port, be sure to check it out if you have an Xbox 360 or a PS3. If you just want to get the computer version, you might have to pay a pretty penny for it. But anyway, guys, that's my video. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it informative. And until I see you in the next show, just remember, stay cool.